Oh man, like, isn't this annoying? Like, how long do you think you could watch this video with the focus like this? I mean, it would drive me crazy. I think it's driven me crazy even just knowing it's out of focus for this long. I gotta fix this. I gotta fix this. Better. I think I just demonstrated how important focus is. And that's what we're talking about today. Focus. Heyo friends, Lance Phillips with you once again. Today we're talking fitness, but first I am so happy to have you with me. So happy. Like, it makes my week, it makes my month every time you're here with me. I can tell that your smiling faces are emanating through the camera. I hope my smiling face is coming back at you. See how I did that? I'm just presenting my smile to you because I'm so happy that you're with me. Today we're talking fitness, and we're talking about an important aspect of fitness that regularly gets overlooked. I gotta find something here. This works. Is this you in the gym? Just arbitrarily doing exercises and not really thinking about what's going on, or just knowing you're doing a bicep curl here as an example. This is a pink screwdriver I just used for the bicep curl, and oh yeah. It's one thing I love about this screwdriver. I can just grab it and I've got a straight screw. There it is. What if I've got a Phillips head? Oh yeah, that's a small Phillips head. Large Phillips head. Yeah. Oh, this thing's the best. I love this screwdriver, and I think everybody should own one of these in their home. If you're one of those people who kind of arbitrarily goes through the movements, you know, you're bench pressing, you know, you're pushing the bar up and you're kind of like, yeah, bars up, bars down, bars up, bars down. That's good. I mean, at least you're doing something, but you're really shortchanging yourself. Over the last year, I have done a lot as far as changing things up, always kind of changing my routine, trying different exercises, trying new exercises, things to try and improve my muscle mass. But there's one thing that I have remained consistent on that has shown me the biggest improvement. And I know it's showing an improvement because I can feel it every time I do an exercise. It's focus. It's focusing in on what muscle you're trying to activate. Bench press is a great example because I think a lot of people get in there and they're really pushing with triceps to try and get the bench press up. But if you're sitting on the bench and you really focus on the muscle that you're trying to move, I'm telling you, the contraction you have with that muscle group will be far, far greater. So let's use bench press as an example. You're pushing up, but instead of just arbitrarily pushing up, focus on the pec that you're trying to move. The pec muscle attaches in through here, and you're essentially pulling your shoulder in this way. So you focus and you push, and even right now, I can feel that there's a better contraction there. If you do that type of thing with every single muscle group you're using, I'm telling you, your gains will be better over time. They will be, and they'll happen quicker. I see it all the time in the gym. I see it all the time. Bicep curl is a good one as an example. I see lots of guys and girls kind of grabbing it. I gotta stand up for this, kind of grabbing it, and they're just like, you know, they're just doing this. Okay, cool. So you're working some bicep, but you're also working this delt as well to help bring that arm up. If you sit there and focus solely on the bicep and just pull and feel that contraction and focus on it, the bicep will be worked way harder than if you did it the other way. Form is definitely a factor. I mean, you want to have good form in any exercise that you do. The thing about it is there's so many distractions in the gym that it can become really easy to kind of lose focus of what you're doing. You know, sometimes you're looking at other people in the gym. Sometimes you're wondering if other people are looking at you and wondering what you're doing in the gym, but you really have to focus your efforts honing in on that muscle group. So just remember that focus is of utmost importance. Truthfully, by the end of your workout, you should be exhausted physically, but you should also be exhausted mentally. If you're exhausted mentally and you go down and you sit in the change room, you're like, oh man, like my brain just feels like mush. You've done it. You focused on the muscle because your brain has worked so hard to activate that exact muscle. And I'm telling you, over time, you will see tremendous gains just from doing this one simple thing that I feel like everybody in the gym overlooks. I see so many people that are doing weight movements and they're looking around like almost as if they're trying to get approval from other people that they're maybe doing it properly, or that look at the weight I'm lifting here. The other thing to keep in mind about the weight that you're lifting is if you're really focusing in on the muscle that you're activating, there's a high probability you're going to have to drop weight. So you're gonna have to check the ego at the door, and if you're gonna do this the right way, you probably will have to drop weight. Another one of my favorites is the lat pull down or the pull up. Again, the lat muscle attaches through here and comes up through into the bottom of your arm. So if you're pulling, the muscle is pulling your arm down. So again, focusing in, not using your bicep to do the movement. There is some bicep involved, but if you focus on the bicep, you'll just be pulling it down like this. So focus on using the lat and pulling. And I'm telling you, those are the types of things I can feel it just without weight, just contracting that lat muscle. I can barely feel it in my biceps, but I can certainly feel it in my lats. So just remember, when you get down to do whatever exercise it is, that you hone in on that and you really stop for a second and you focus on exactly what muscle it is you're trying to work. And think about the movement that you're doing, and think about the exercise and how you're set up in the position to do it, because that will help you figure out exactly what muscle groups you're using for this exercise. Now, when I'm in the gym, I don't wear headphones other than my warm-ups. I wear headphones for my warm-ups just to kind of get me going. But once I'm actually in the routine of working out and pushing the weight or pulling the weight, I don't wear headphones because I find it distracting. I find that I'm thinking about the music instead of focusing in on what I should be doing. So I'm able to get rid of that, and it allows me just to hone in on what I'm doing. It offers me a better workout, and at the end of it, I actually feel better mentally because I know that I've invested everything I have into that workout, both physically and mentally. And I'd argue the mental part is every bit as important as the physical part. Once again, friends, it means the world to me that you take time out of your day to watch these videos. I hope that I'm helping some of you along the path of mental health, navigate that path of mental health, navigate that path of fitness. Again, these are just things that have worked for me. And I'm excited to be able to share those with you, because hopefully, as I said, it will help some of you kind of say, oh, I hadn't thought of that. I'll give that a try. In this case, what we're talking about today with focusing on your muscle, I'm telling you, it's going to work for everybody. There isn't one person going to say, that doesn't work for me. If it's not working for you, I'd argue you're not focusing in enough. So hopefully this helps. Hit subscribe if you want more content. Of course, my email is below, so feel free to reach out anytime if you have any questions about anything mental health related, fitness. Well, even if it's not related to those two items, I still could help. If I can offer a helping hand, I'm happy to. Tell your family, tell your friends, tell everybody you know, even tell people you don't know to check out the channel. And if you don't want to do that, I would probably understand why you don't want to go up to perfect strangers and say, hey, have you checked out Lance's YouTube page? Probably would be weird, I would think. Thanks so much for watching. We got some really cool stuff coming up in the next couple of weeks, so be sure to check that out. And remember, choose happiness, choose kindness.